Hi, welcome. I am doing a mukbang today, which means that I'm gonna eat in front of the camera, but it's a good one. And I'm also going to watch a Korean drama, which I just recently got into, which is Cheese in the Trap. I think it's based on the popular webtoon, and I am excited about it. I watched this before, but I'm really excited. You know that feeling when you have when you are reading something like a romance manga or romance, comic book. Oh, it's that rare feelings in your tummy because you get so excited about it. That's what this particular webtoon is giving me right now. It's so cute. I don't know why. Maybe because the lead guy is a bit dark, and you're not supposed to like someone who's dark, and then you sort of have to go against your instinct as well. I'm playing with the volume so that it doesn't interfere with mine. Oh, anyway, let's get back to this. I'm watching it. So you might hear it. But I should actually mute it because it might interfere with the audio. So what I have is basically just banchan today, which is a seaweed, and this is regular kimchi with squid, and that's just a hot kimchi, which basically I just put it in the pot and then heat it up, and then just a cold kimchi and rice. But anyway, this K-drama that I'm watching is so good. 잘 먹겠습니다. By the way, God. I think they're playing this. You have to research it if you don't know. It's called Cheese in the Trap. It's currently playing on TVN on Monday and Tuesday. And it's just warm and fuzzy. I think it's just they're just doing it like all kind of. They're playing with a lot of angles about this. It's like we know that the hero is has a darker side, but because they are so attractive, you can't help yourself to think, oh, you start to doubt yourself. It's like maybe he's not that bad after all, and you start to attack your intuitions in the first go. But it also teaches you, not to trust your. I don't know. It's a bit confusing a lot. It's like it reminds you that maybe someone's first impression is not necessarily going to be their whole personality. It has that Pride and Prejudice kind of sense when when Elizabeth saw Mr. Darcy in the beginning. She was attracted to him, but he was so aloof and so haughty about things that he puts her off. And they have to go through all that, just because someone's first impression wasn't good enough doesn't mean that they are necessarily always going to be like that for the rest of their personality. It has that similar vibe. I think that's why I'm hooked 2 episodes in. Mm. I don't have my drinks with me. In the second episode, Jung, the guys, the first lead, basically chasing Star, the heroine, around for food. I think that's adorable. It's like it is like I don't know. You have to watch it, because if you watch it, you get that sense of feeling from the interactions of the characters that you don't really get when someone's telling you, when it's in written form. This is one of the rare dramas that you actually have to watch to get the feeling of, because it doesn't work in a written form. You have to actually watch it, because the fact that you get is actually from the invisible interactions, the invisible energy that happens, the chemistry between the characters. Do you guys watch any Korean drama? What are you guys watching? I'm watching Reply 1988 right now. And it only has like 1 week left, like 2 episodes to go. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I think I know who the husband is, and I don't think that's the questions in this particular series. But it's just one of those very rare drama as well that you don't want to finish. It's like there's a lot of dramas that you get so into it, and then halfway in, and then after about episode 12, you sort of like, I'm over this. You know, I'm over this. This was really good in the beginning. I was hanging in there for the middle, but now it's just getting too drawn out. You know, when those kind of things start to happen, which is really bad, because you really want to consume all those feelings until the very end, until you go like, oh my god, I can't believe that's over. I'm a drama addict, as you can tell. I really like seaweed. I like anything green, even though everything's red. I like green and red. I ate all my veggies yesterday. I was planning to only eat a little bit of bok choy and choy sum, which is like Chinese vegetables. But so I basically just boiled about 3 bunches of bok choy and a whole bunch of choy sum, and then I put it in a bowl and I mix it up with, you know, sesame oil and also some fish oil. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna snack on it. 10 minutes later, I finished the whole bowl. And I was like, damn, I was supposed to eat that over the course of 3 days. So never ever going into something thinking, I'm just going to have a snack, because you're not going to. You're going to finish the whole bloody thing. Ooh. The back in her character is that guy from Roommate. Last year they have this TV variety show called Roommate. It's all Korean TV show, by the way. I have to admit, the guy that plays Baek In-ho is really good looking. He's a flower boy. I forgot his name, like his real name. It's really pretty though. But I can't really say anything else about him. Looks like he's really pretty. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to say something else about a person, then he's pretty. You want to say something like that is so intangible about his personality. It's like, oh my god, I like the way he moves his hair. I like the way he carries himself. I like the way he speaks. I like his voice. But with the guy who plays Baek In-ho in this particular drama, all I can say is he's pretty. And I'm not saying that as a derogatory comment, because he's tall, he has a great body, great face, great hair, great, and his voice is not bad either. But I don't know, you just can't. Yeah, compared to the guy who plays Jung, which is Park Hae-jin, he is so not as good looking as this guy, but I think from his other characters as well, you can sort of feel a different side of him. Like, he's not a pretty boy, he delivers on something else as well. Like, he delivers on that vibe of being cool, reserved. He might not be like that in his real personality, but you have that kind of feelings about him, that he has some sort of gravitas that adds so many points when it comes to his attractiveness as a male. I like the way the girl that's playing Sol, which is the main heroine, it's like her nervousness is really coming through. She's really good. I have to see her more. You know those actresses that sort of disappear in when her characters is on? I feel like she's one of those actresses, which is so good, because when you can just go deep inside a character and we don't even think about, oh my god, what does she do outside these particular dramas. That means, like, her talents are so good. It's like Meryl Streep. We barely ever heard about her personal life ever. And when she's in a character, there's no more Meryl Streep. Even though we know she's Meryl Streep, we are so engrossed in a character. I need more rice. But this drama really makes me want to, I don't know, it makes me want to have those feelings again. And it's not even about having a boyfriend or having a girlfriend. It's not even having about a spouse. It's about having that feeling that you like someone, and but there's a lot of anomalies in the air that doesn't make you feel like secure enough to explore that feeling. I don't know. It's just that it just has that enough energy to stir you towards that excitement, but not enough to get you into that infatuation phase where you are completely gone in your head and all the bad things about the other person sort of being put aside and you don't even believe that those existed. I think it gets me excited because it feels really real. It's like you've seen this person as they are. They can be cruel, they can be nice, they can be challenging, they can be supportive, which what most humans actually are like. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the fact that people are always two sides, and it's not being duplicitous, it's not being two-faced. It's just that we are entitled to have feelings and opinions inside our head. Our characters are determined basically on the behaviors that we choose to act upon, on the thoughts that we choose to execute to the outside world. But before that comes out, we are entitled to have those thoughts in our head. And what I love about this is that sometimes, even though we have that thoughts in our head, our behaviors sort of leak those not hygienic thoughts into our face or into our behaviors. Even though it's really subtle and someone else has caught it and they start to question whether we are two-sided, we are two-faced or we are hypocrite, which we aren't, but when someone sees you for the whole of you and don't run away, I think it's not even romantic. I think it's much more powerful than that. It's like being accepted for who you are. And that's scary shit, because things get real. Like if you start something with that person, knowing full well what kind of person they are, what kind of bad things and good things, these whole things, and you don't have that infatuation phase where it's like, oh my god, he's so good looking, oh my god, she's so pretty. That kind of, high that you get in most cases when you go out with someone. It's very scary because it's real. It's like you jump in 2 years into the future, or you save 2 years from your, you save 2 years, and you start at a real point of a relationship. Which I think what this drama is giving me. I know, I think too much, but I think that's comforting though. It's really comforting. It's like, from Jung's perspective, it's really good because it feels like this is the first time that he gets excited about a girl. from these first 2 episodes anyway. This is like what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not talking about the webtoon, I'm not talking about any other thing. I'm just talking about, you know, what I got out of this first 2 episodes. I want more rice. 잘 먹었습니다. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.